Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Oh, the Ilblurmatic. Welcome back to Ilblurmatic, and today's review is going to be on Mortal Kombat Legends, the Battle of the Realms, Mortal Kombat Legends 2. Let's get this party started. So the first thing that I really was glad that they did with this film compared to the first Mortal Kombat Legends film, the animated film, to the sequel, is we finally got a Liu Kang origin story. I was like, bruh. When were we gonna get a Mortal Kombat story with Liu Kang? So Liu Kang is the first part of this film, and I feel like this was good to see overall. I often wonder, like, how did Liu Kang come to be the way he was? We knew that he had a nice connection or a bond with Raiden, the god of thunder, but we didn't know the relationship. So the movie starts off with Liu Kang's parents are in some type of like metropolis city, running from Baraka's clan. And I was like, oh man. And the father ends up getting caught and killed by the Barakas. Yes, it's kind of bloody, so this is not really a kid's type of film. The other thing is we see Liu Kang's mother with newborn baby Liu Kang, and his mother trying to get away from Barakas right before the Barakas try to devour poor baby Liu Kang. We see Raiden step into the picture. Okay, Raiden came to save the day, and pretty much Raiden takes the baby and he stops him from getting eaten by the Baraka. And pretty much Raiden has this last moment that was very sentimental. He let Liu Kang see his mother last time before she ends up dying. And we see that baby Liu Kang is taking quite a bond to Raiden. So it's like we understand Raiden's relationship to Liu Kang a little bit more now, like a father-son type of relationship. So I did enjoy that aspect of the film, but let's get next into the film. What else I enjoyed about this film? So the next part of the film is about Earthrealm. We see Earthrealm getting taken over by intruders, pretty much Shao Kahn's army. So it did have a feel to like Mortal Kombat Annihilation to some extent. I did notice that, okay? But I did like that we saw the Earth Realm fighting back, the soldiers going back and forth and everything. So we see that there's definitely going to be another tournament taking place, another Mortal Kombat. So that was cool. Also, what I liked about this film is that we saw Sub-Zero's brother. So we're introduced to Sub-Zero's brother, we're introduced to Smoke, and we're introduced to their faction of the Lin Kuei. I did like that. So we saw how the Lin Kuei operated. We saw the relationship between Sub-Zero's younger brother, because the older brother was killed by Scorpion. And we saw how their faction, how they operated and everything. It was cool to see Smoke. Smoke is also another fighter that I enjoyed in the Mortal Kombat game. It was good to see him kind of fighting against Sub-Zero. We also see that pretty much the elders of the Lin Kuei, we see that they have their own way of doing things. So there's definitely some clashes between the Lin Kuei and the elders. So it's a battle. You know what I'm saying? We see that they have their own soldiers, Cyrax and Skeletor. And we see it gets graphic. It gets brutal, okay? And we see that Smoke, unfortunately, doesn't survive. Sorry to spoil it, man. He didn't make it. We also see Sub-Zero escape, but also we see Scorpion again. And I love what they did with Scorpion. When we see Scorpion, he's reliving his life before he became be a citizen of the Netherrealm, where we see him and his son playing in the village that his clan lived in. We see his wife. He's happy, but unfortunately, that's not the case. It seems like Shinnok used his powers to make him see his family again. Because you see, if you really think about it, Scorpion's kind of the avenger of his family. He wants to take down the Lin Kuei. We see Scorpion escape Netherrealm. Shinnok does not come after him. And it seems like Scorpion he's good at getting away. He good at getting away. I'm like, boy, Scorpion, your track record of getting away from villains, boy, it's it's A1, baby, A1. Also, what I liked about this film is we're introduced to Shao Kahn. We see Shao Kahn and Liu Kang kind of go off at him like, Liu Kang, bro, chill out. You don't want none of that Shao Kahn right now, bro. Liu Kang comes to fight Shao Kahn. But before that, we see Johnny Cage pretty much set the mood, talking to Shao Kahn's allies, Jade, Katana, one other guy, I can't think of his name, and Kataro. We all see them together. And Johnny Cage makes an invitation, but then comes Liu Kang, Raiden, and the rest of Earthrealm. So we see Earthrealm, and we see Shao Kahn's group of fighters. So I did like that aspect of it. Now, the next thing that really I liked about this film, that I felt really worked for this film, is this time around Shao Kahn and pretty much Raiden go talk to the gods. Because remember, Raiden is the god of lightning. So they go talk to the gods. But the thing is, in order for them to do the Mortal Kombat, Raiden did something that I did not expect. I said, bruh, not Raiden, not the god of thunder. We see Raiden literally give up his godhood. I was like, yo, I was shocked, yo. Like, I was not expecting this. So Raiden in this movie feels he has a human experience. It's not a god anymore. Also, what I thought about that was now he's going to be in the tournament. So I did like the scenes in this movie. Still good. They still do the S-rays like they do in the Mortal Kombat video game. Really works. It gets bloody, brutal, everything. But when the tournament comes around, we see some of the fighters end up dying. Let's start off with some of the fighters. The first one is Stryker, poor Stryker. Shang Tsung just did him dirty. I was like, dang, Shang Tsung turned into him. Then, took his soul and everything. Your soul is mine. Remember Shang Tsung said in the live movie back in the 90s? He took his soul and everything. Also, we see Kung Lao. Poor Kung Lao, bruh. Kung Lao just, he be taking L's. He took L in the new Mortal Kombat movie. He's taking an L in this animated movie. I don't know, boy. Kung Lao just, he can't survive. He ends up getting killed by Shao Kahn. I was like, we see Jax lose against one of the fighters. You know what I'm saying? We see Katana turn on Shao Kahn. I really like that aspect of it. And we see Liu Kang avenge Raiden. Raiden ends up getting killed. Yes, Raiden dies. And pretty much Liu Kang becomes the new god. So I'm assuming like the relationship between Raiden and Liu Kang, I guess Raiden knew that Liu Kang was the chosen one because he the god of lightning. Pretty much Liu Kang is the god of the sun, and I'm just like, wow, this is really cool. Also, what I liked about this film is some of the team ups. We saw Sub-Zero and Scorpion team up. I did like the team up between the two. We saw Liu Kang, Sub-Zero, Scorpion team up. That was really cool. We saw Scorpion also have a change of heart, even though he was an Avenger of his clan. He did not want to be with the NetherRealm. He joined forces with Earthrealm. I really like that about the film. And I gotta say, the ending for this film was very interesting. We see Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage was still being the comical relief throughout this film, which was really cool. But he also ends up with Sonya Blade. And we also see Shinnok reveal the real reason of what happened to Scorpion's clan. Shinnok is the reason that Scorpion's clan has become extinct due to his tactics and him pretty much having his clan killed off by the Lin Kuei, Sub-Zero's clan. I felt this movie really works. I really hope that NetherRealm Studios and Warner Brothers stick with the animated films. I just wasn't feeling the last live Mortal Kombat film like I thought it was. But it's your boy, Il Blurmatic. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for liking. Thanks for commenting. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Until next time, guys, have a great day. And I'm out.